Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Two Set Violin. Where's the triangle?
Yeah. I was like, what is it?
We're both like,
Where's the ding ding?
yeah. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Two Set Violin.
Today we will be reviewing a sacrilegious video that we found. This video claims to rank the top 10 most difficult instruments to learn, and as the YouTube violin detectives, we thought we watch it together today and share our
humble opinion. Yeah, accident like button so more people can see this video.
Alright, first off, 6 million views. And look at that dislike bar.
25,000 dislike bar.
Yeah.
But let's review it because you never know. Because there's still 60,000 likes.
Yes, let's come into this with a neutral, unbiased perspective.
Learning to play an instrument is challenging, but these instruments take it to a whole new level.
When I jam with my bass.
That was not an instrument.
Number 10, drums. Banging on something in time with the beat sounds easy enough, right? Wrong. Especially considering that in a band or orchestral setting, drums in any fashion are held responsible for making sure everyone else is on beat.
No wonder I can't play in time, because the percussion section who are responsible for my rhythm are messing up. Mozart, why did you write the symphony without a drum kit? Now I can't play in time.
That's such a big assumption. Like drums just keep people in time.
It degrades the percussion instrument.
I know, it's like percussion has a lot more to offer than just going doo, doo,
Yeah.
doo. Stay on time, guys.
Every musician needs to have an innate sense of pulse when they play music. Like, it's not like music without drums suddenly loses a sense of beat.
The number 10 already discredited the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't trust the other 9 ratings,
Exactly.
whatever it is.
Learning the basics is easy enough, but once you get into the real meat of it, drumming is a test of coordination and endurance.
So it's like every other instrument.
Yeah. What about my oxygen capacity as a woodwind player?
Yeah, that doesn't need endurance.
Yeah, or opera singer. The throat.
Don't need coordination for anything.
At its core, playing drums is actually playing multiple instruments at once. Even a basic beat will involve all 4 limbs.
Those two things didn't match
It
up.
don't make sense.
So using 4 limbs doesn't mean you're playing multiple instruments.
Yeah.
The organ uses all 4 limbs, but it's playing one instrument.
Yeah.
Number 9, pipe organ.
Okay, I do think the organ's very hard.
Yeah.
But they put a number 9, which is interesting.
What are the other 8? I don't know anymore.
This is another instrument that requires a mastery of hand-eye coordination.
Like every other instrument.
Yeah, but actually also it's not hand-eye coordination. They can play without looking.
Yeah.
In addition to a pedal board controlled by the feet.
Yeah, that does look messed up. And of course they're playing Flight of the Bumblebee, because this video is sacrilegious.
Oh my god, sacrilegious video.
Each keyboard has its own set of voices, and knowing which to employ at what time is as much of a learning curve as melody, chord theory, or the actual playing.
That sentence just...
So like, what was your point?
Being able to cook fried rice is as difficult as chopping wombok, doing squats, and breathing. It's just so unrelated. Like, that was such a weird comparison.
It's probably fitting that this instrument is normally used in churches, because if you plan on learning the organ, you are going to need some divine intervention.
Dude, that did not make sense at all. Dude, what the
And divine intervention is like
sounds
intervening.
It
like
sounds,
stop.
yeah, it's like getting in the way or something.
Number 8, accordion. The accordion is an odd instrument, so it's only fitting that it is forever linked with the oddball Weird Al Yankovic. But given Al's level of proficiency on the instrument, maybe he's due even more respect than the internet pays him. Playing the accordion is essentially like playing 2 instruments at once. One end of the accordion is a small keyboard, and on the other, a set of buttons that controls bass notes.
That doesn't
Bass
mean
notes
playing...
and keyboard doesn't mean 2 instruments. You watch dumb.
Number 7, oboe. The first of a few instruments on this list that requires lungs of steel, the oboe is an instrument whose sound is solely dependent on how you use your mouth.
Do you hear that, oboist? The sound you make is solely dependent on how you use your mouth.
Yeah, nothing else.
At the top of the oboe is a reed that you use to control the sounds coming out. You must constantly open or close the reed to allow or restrict sound, and you have to make sure the reed itself is moist enough that sound wants to come out.
But they picked like such a trivial part of oboe playing.
There's so
and
much
made it
more.
such a big deal.
Yeah, there's so much different things about oboe that makes it difficult.
Yeah, it's like, oh, but the hardest part is making sure it's the right amount of moistness in the
know.
reed.
Number 6. Guitar. The guitar is the classic go-to instrument for the fast track to rock and roll superstardom.
So they all think.
Yeah.
Whether electric or acoustic, guitars all get played pretty much the same way.
Dude, every guitarist is so triggered right now. I can't watch this, it's so painful.
Simply pressing down on the fretboard to create a note can be difficult and downright painful. Campfire level guitar playing can be easy enough to learn, but guitar is hard to master given how many styles it can be played in, and the given techniques used in each style. Even on the basic level, coordinating both halves of you to work in sync and play something musical can be a challenge.
Coordinating both halves of you to be in sync can be a challenge. That's every instrument. Dumb mojo.
Dumb mojo. Yeah, dumb mojo, that's it.
Number 5. Piano.
Piano! And then the first representative music of piano is pop.
Dude, what? This is like... Dumb mojo is going for the roast. They're going for the piano gang is just like,
Like, there's nothing wrong with pop piano, don't get us wrong, but the topic is hardest instrument.
It's like,
if you put hard and piano together,
you need...
list.
Here's another instrument that requires a fair bit of multitasking. While playing a piano, you must use both hands while simultaneously sight-reading lines of music.
Yeah, because if you play piano, you just have to sight read. There's no such thing as practicing the music, guys. You just sight reading it.
Number 4. Harp. The harp is known for its beautiful and majestic tone, and to the untrained eye, it looks simple enough to play. Not only do you get to sit down, you just have to run your fingers across the strings and wonderful music is heard. Except, not so much. While the actual plucking of strings is simple enough mechanically, the musical theory behind it is demanding. What's more, many forms of harp also incorporate foot pedals used to sharpen or flatten a note, further increasing this instrument's difficulty.
All this explanation can be slapped on any instrument, you know?
Like, not only does it look easy in the beginning, but actually the music theory involved in learning it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, so hard.
Number 3. Bagpipes.
They show bagpipe and they play like some pop music.
I know.
Never to be moved or easily carried, but the bagpipes blur the line by being both cumbersome and bulky while being portable by design.
That was so like contradictory statement. He couldn't make up his mind as to whether it was hard to carry or easy to carry.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bagpipes blur the line by being both cumbersome and bulky while being portable by design.
Cumbersome and bulky while being portable by design. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
yeah.
Similar to the accordion, bagpipes require constant stimulation in order to continue producing sound.
Name me an instrument that doesn't require constant stimulation in order to produce sound.
And the sound it makes is enough to make anyone want to wear a kilt and strap on a sporran. But it's not for the faint of heart.
Bruh, are you trying to write a novel now or something? Like, what?
Okay, there's two more, right? What do you think the top two are? I reckon violin and...
They won't put a wind instrument. It's got enough wind instruments.
They
I think
they haven't done a brass yet.
could be a trumpet.
Maybe. Trumpet or
Violin,
French horn or
trumpet.
tuba.
Number 2.
Hey!
Oh!
High IQ! Dumb mojo, I know
Yeah.
how you do it.
Because of its spiral shape, you need to have great lung control to be able to push the sound through the entire instrument. This is also an instrument that you need an unbreakable ego to play.
Damn it, I wasn't born with an unbreakable ego.
I wish I had an unbreakable ego. Please, save my ego. My ego is the cause of all my problems.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Any
Dude, that's got talent.
any musical thing that shows America's Got Talent as a point of evidence automatically loses all credibility.
There's no credibility
Yeah.
there. Dude, seriously.
Ha! Bass is on honorable.
Yeah. It's like participation points.
Number 1. Violin.
It's got its credibility back. We
Yeah.
approve.
Except they should have just showed Paganini.
No, why they show that fiddle do with that bad posture? Dude, wrong hand, bro.
Yeah, why is it on his right hand?
I know.
When it comes to playing the violin, position is everything. Holding a violin in the right position gets tiring, as you have to hold it up with your arm outstretched.
Dude, is this guy still working at Dumb Mojo? 'Cause-
That's not the hard thing about
yeah,
violin
it's
playing.
not the hard thing about violin playing. It's a lot of hard things about violin playing. We could go into like a 40-hour video about this.
When you're playing or changing notes, you need to position your fingers perfectly with no frets to guide you, and the position and pressure of the bow on the strings has to be just as perfect. Being even slightly off with any of these components can lead to a huge shift in tone and performance.
That is actually true.
It's true.
Nice!
Checkmate, basses.
Even Dumb Mojo knows that violin is harder than bass.
Yeah.
Do you agree with our picks?
I agree with violin being number 1, but that's about it.
Yeah, 90% is wrong.
And it's not even the ranking per se, because again, it's like every instrument at the top tier level has different difficulties, but it's more like the reason.
The reasons are so stupid.
I'll tell you why I think the violin's difficult. The first main reason is the sound is very difficult to produce. It's hard to make a good
It
sound.
takes like years just to develop a solid tone.
The reason though I think violin is harder than French horn and stuff is our repertoire.
Yes.
Because we have
Oh, yeah.
messed up repertoire.
I repertoire like Paganini,
Yeah.
Sarasate, Witkowski, Izai, they all made violin. They really pushed violin playing to its limits.
Yeah.
Accent like butter so more people see this video. Recovered. Oh, so hard! Oh my god, top instrument in the world. Oh! Please accent like button and subscribe.
Well, I think I got the right position.
Oh!
Oh, I lost it. Oh, the position's gone.
So dumb.